What's up, YouTube? This is Bystander X-9, guys. Today I'm coming to you with my latest deck profile video. This is for the new January 28th, 2019 banlist. Hey, that's today. Alright, so right out of the gate, I'm going to be doing True Dracos. And the reason why I'm doing True Dracos is basically because they recently got some indirect support off the banlist. By that, I mean the Monarch stormforth going to multiple copies. Gotta say, that card at multiple copies helps this deck out a lot because it allows this deck to actually be able to deal with problematic monsters on the boards by tributing them off a little bit more consistently. And because we're able to tribute those monsters off more consistently, we can actually get the other True Draco boss monster into this deck. Yeah. So without further ado, we are going to turn around and get into this thing. And the first card we're going to talk about is Dynamite Knight, the True Draco Fighter. Alright, when this tribute summon monster is face up on the field and your opponent activates effect, you can then turn around and either search your deck for a True Draco or True King trap card to add to your hand or activate it right from your deck. So cool. This guy is still at 1. Personally, I was kind of hoping Konami would bring some of the True Draco stuff down the list a little bit more, but they didn't. Still good. Alright, the linchpin of the deck is going to be 3 copies of Ignis Heat, the True Draco Warrior. Again, when this tribute summon monsters on the field and your opponent activates a card effect, you can turn around and either search your deck for a True Draco, True King spell card to add to your hand, or activate it right on the field, which is awesome. Alright, and not only that, but since it's battle line right here is 24-1000, it actually allows you to access another search engine for this deck to actually tech in some more cards. We're going to get to that once we talk about the spells. Alright. 2 copies of Majesty Maiden, the True Draco Caster. Alright. This tribute summon monsters face up in the field. Your opponent activates a card effect. You search in your deck for another True Draco or True King monster to add to your hand. So awesome. And then, last but not least, I'm running 1 copy of Metaltron XII, the True Draco Combatant. This is the other True Draco boss monster. With the Monarch stormforth at multiple copies, we can actually now take an opponent's monster off the field, tribute us a continuous spell and trap card, get this guy on the field, and then he basically becomes immune to monster effects, spell effects, and trap effects. That's right, this guy requires 3 tributes, but he becomes immune to basically every type of effect your opponent could potentially throw at you. He's got a 3k attack and a 3k defense. Yeah, this guy hits the field with monster, spell, and trap tribute materials. You're winning this game. There's no way your opponent's getting out of this. Nah. People bitched about Masterpiece being broken. Nah, they didn't see this one. Alright, for the spells, 3 copies of Dragonic Diagram. You can't run this deck without it, alright? It gives a 300 attack point boost to all True King and True Draco monsters that are on the field. Alright, minus boost, but still, that's actually pretty damn good. Alright. Basically, once per turn, if your monsters would be destroyed by battle, they're not. Alright, so just imagine Diagram on the field with this little bad boy, Metaltron on the field right there. Your opponent's got a Boral load on the field. Alright, they know they can't use the effect, so they say, hey, we're going to crash into us. You have Diagram there, yeah, they're losing their Boral load. Or the Boral sword, so yeah. So good. Alright, and the best part about this card is it gives you searches by basically destroying cards on your field or in your hand, and that can actually just open up a whole plethora of other things you can do with this deck. Such an awesome card. Alright, for the True Draco spells, boom, 3 copies of True Draco Heritage. Alright, card has 3 effects. The first effect basically depends on the number of different type of True Draco or True King cards you send to the graveyard during your turn. Yeah. And based on the number of types of cards, monster, spells, or traps you send to your graveyard during that turn, determines how many drawers you get. So if you send a monster and a trap, you're getting to draw 2 cards. If you send a spell card, you're drawing 1. If you send a monster, spell, and trap, you're going to be drawing 3. So you get the whole idea. You can't double up by sending two of the same type. So 2 monsters, 2 spells, so 2 traps. It's not going to work with this one card. No, doesn't work like that. Alright. All True Draco spell cards have 2 similar effects. The first being, it gives you an extra to be summoned during your turn, which is just great because you're going to want to get multiple monsters on your field to help establish your control. Furthermore, whenever this card leaves the field and hits the graveyard, guess what? You're actually going to target one of your opponent's spell and trap cards and destroy it. So yeah, this is the back row hate the True Dracos have. Enjoy it. Alright, the other True Draco spell card is the 3 copies of Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix. Alright, this is basically like a mini pot of barbers for the deck. You can recycle up to 3 True Draco or True King cards with different names back into your deck and you draw a card. And then you have the same 2 effects that all continuous spells the True Draco archetype have. The actual normal triple summon and then the popping back row. Alright, this card deck is known for the draw power, so of course Card of Demise has got to be in there. Low hand situations, draw up to 3 cards, set what you need on the field. If you need to get extra tribute summon, you have the spell cards to help you out. Awesome card to have. This deck doesn't really special summon, so you don't really have to worry about that. And the other card, to back it up, 3 copies of Pot of Duality. Dig into your 3 cards to get the card you need for the situation. You lose a special summon, but like I said, this deck doesn't special summon and normal summons like crazy. Alright, to dig for your field spell, specifically Diagram, the 2 terraforming. Alright, and my little tech engine right here. 3 copies of Tenacity and Monarch. Basically, flash your Ignis, and then you get to search any other Monarch spell or trap card you have in your deck, and we got a few. Starting with, I run 2 copies of the Monarch Stormforth. I tried running at 3. It kind of got bricky at times. 2 was actually good. Keep the 3rd one on your side, guys. Basically, this is a card which is a quick effect, and it basically allows you to tribute off your opponent's monsters, and it's non-targeting, which is just great. It gets around things like Borlo Dragon's effect. So you can actually just get it off the field by tributing it off the field. Quick effect allows you to pair off with the True Draco and True King traps. Secondary effect, so awesome card to have in this deck in multiples. Alright, the Monarch. March of the Monarchs basically protects your tribute summon monsters from being destroyed or targeted by card effects. So huge. And then last but not least, the one card you do not want to be searching with Terraforming, Domain of the True Monarchs. This is basically your lockdown card. Once you go through all your diagrams, drop this card on the field. Your opponent can special summon from the extra deck. So that really takes a lot of plays out of it. And since a lot of meta decks are really extra deck dependent, just having this card around is just a boon for this deck. Really awesome thing about it is that when one of your tribute summon monsters attack, it gains extra 800 attack points, which is just awesome. So, remember this card. This card is actually pretty good. For the traps, alright, the True Draco Apocalypse. Alright, its primary effect, you could basically destroy one of the other True Draco cards you have in the field, and basically half your opponent's, all your opponent's monsters attack and defense. And that's a permanent effect until those cards leave the field, which is just awesome. Its secondary effect basically allows you to tribute summon during your opponent's turn, so with the True Draco, True King traps, you effectively have 2 extra tribute summons during your opponent's turn, which is just plain awesome. And this third effect, this card leaves the field, hits the graveyard, you're popping a monster off your opponent's field, which is just used. Spot removal is actually very good with this deck. Alright, True King's Return is the other trap card. Basically allows you to get back your True Draco monsters onto the field, defense position. Unfortunately, because the monsters have to be tribute summoned, they're not going to get the effects. But they are tribute fodder, so you can go from there easily. Alright, another target for Tenacity, 2 copies of the Monarchs are up. Basically, this is a skill drain for tribute summon decks. Opponent can't turn around and activate monster effects unless they're tribute summoned. So, big boon. Very awesome card to have in this deck. I love it. You don't have, yeah, and the thing is that you can't run this deck with an extra deck, so Just keep that in mind. Alright? I like running Rivalry of the Warlords in this deck. I find Gozen match is just too limiting for this deck since the True Dracos are all different attributes. Rivalry works a little bit better because they're all monotype. In certain matchups, yeah, this card is going to be the one that you take out. But in other matchups, like against Dangers, it's actually very good. Alright. And the last two tech cards. Soul Drain. This card puts in so much work. In the Danger matchup, it just stops their discard effects. Against Thunder Dragons, it hits them doubly hard because it stops the discard effects. It also stops their banish effects. Alright? And even against Sky Strikers, this card actually stops Ray from going off, so... and coming back, so there you go. That's why it's in there. Tack on an Imperial Order. Yeah, this is a continuous trap, so it's tribute fodder, but while this card's on the field, nobody's activating spells, so you're really holding your opponent down very hard. And a pinch, you can tribute it off to get it off the field, so you can go off and potentially win the game, but this is just an awesome card to have altogether. Alright, guys, that's it for the True Draco deck profile for the January 28th ban list. Guys, if you like the deck, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and enable notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Guys, I am having a Savage Strike box giveaway. I'll have the Volcanic Stun video in the end screens. Click on that, go to that page, like, comment, subscribe there. Make sure in the comments you tell me that you want it, and I'll put you into the drawing for the box giveaway. Guys, until next time, peace.